Okay, that hits for 2d8 damage, so you take 6 points from Santa's claws.
I hate this stupid game.
Well, ho, 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 everyone. Good Christmas night to you. I hope everyone can hear me just fine. If you can't, I am entirely sure you guys will let me know.
Also, happy Hanukkah.
Hello, hello, happy Hanukkah. That's right, happy
Yes.
Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. All right, let's see. I, of course, am Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver. Welcome to my little Christmas program. It's good to see you. James Seymour wants to know how he gets an elf like that. Practice, baby, practice.
He got
Anyway,
really lucky.
I did. I did. Hello, Wheeling Dragon. Elven Made In, you are up so late, my dear, but thank you for choosing to spend a little bit of your time with us this evening. Hello, hello. By the way, I just want to point out Elven Made In Emmy. I'll find out what your real name is one day. Emmy, uh, she actually got caught up in a good way with none other than Richard Garriott on Twitter this weekend. Emmy is a mover and a shaker in old school TTRPGs, guys. Latch on to that shooting star because she's going nowhere but up. Timothy M. Holt, Merry Christmas to Texas, sir. I hope you are doing well. Namaste, my friend. Much love out there to the Lone Star State. Praxis Taliagoro, one of the most fun names to say. Vinny Finnegan, good to see you. James Seymour. I got to say, I love seeing you in the audience, James. But if that was Jane Seymour, I'd love it just a little bit
He
more.
would. It would be a little, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Off
Yes,
prime time.
yes, indeed. Another fun name to say. I don't see this guy enough. Tony Wagenhauser.
That's a great name.
Tony Wagen. That is a good, solid Midwestern American name. That is a name that is a manager at a steel mill in Wisconsin who frequently travels to Ohio and Detroit to negotiate prices on taconite. That is, I love that name. But anyway, Kennick, hello, you snuck in there. Hello, hello, hello. And let me tell you guys what we're doing all this evening. Um, we're just kind of doing what we were planning on doing last night. Creatures and Chronicles, nostalgic OSR RPG. That's a mouthful.
It is.
Hello. We're just going to kind of chill out tonight. We had a lot of fun last year. I know you guys enjoyed having Mrs. the Dungeon Delver stop by on the live stream. And so we're you're a tooling engineer. See, that's right there. That's right there. Like big machines in America stamping out the metal that will make our country great again. Um, Jorge Uribe. By the way, my buddy Jorge
Yeah.
is closer to the South Pole than we are to Atlanta.
Huh.
Jorge is literally on the other end of the landmass.
Cool. And
from
I'm
us.
sorry.
But anyway, no. We did this last year. It was a lot of fun, and so I wanted to do it again.
And I said yes anyway.
This year, and she said yes anyway. Yeah, so she's here. She even agreed to that silly little skit. Now, I'm actually going to be getting up in just a few minutes.
No, you're stuck there. Sorry.
But in just a few minutes because the camera is it's like pointing way over our heads because I was doing the dice advent calendars standing up, and I forgot to tilt the camera down. So let me tell you, if you are watching over on Twitter, or excuse me, X, or you're watching over here on YouTube and you haven't already, please say hi. Give us a happy holidays message. I should have had Twitter open here, but yeah, I was recording all of the what is it, Advent, while I was standing up, which apparently at least 25 or 30 of you guys didn't like because I lost that many subscriptions. So James Seymour right out of the chute with a question. I'm going to tilt this a little bit, Colleen, but the stand is going to... So I will tell you, Mrs. TDD, do you still play RPGs or have you retired?
Well, I don't think anyone ever fully retires. I just haven't done a whole lot lately.
Right, right. We roped her into some OD&D at GaryCon, but that is the most recent.
Yeah.
So let me, I was gonna bring up Twitter here. So let me ask you a favor. This is the famous call to action. If you haven't already, guys, if you're out there watching, if you're like, what is going on with this Dungeon Delver guy? What is it that he does? I would like you very much, if you would please click the subscribe button and the bell icon. I don't just show off a dice and then that's my video for the day. That was special for the holidays.
Yeah.
Twiggy McStumpwizzle, hello, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. Was Santa generous with us? You just got a note that said buy your own coal. Yeah, well, yeah, that's, we're going to get into that a little bit. We're going to get into what jolly old St. Nicholas brought us a little bit. Acid Reflow bought his wife a set of metal dice. Metal. And liquid core dice for Christmas. I got those last year, actually, with my made by human being dice advent calendar, as opposed to the robot.
The ones that were not.
The entirely robot produced advent dice set. But anyway,
really, we've learned nothing from the 80s movies. It's
before I get too settled in, Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, if you would stand up and step up, and I can adjust our camera.
Well, maybe.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Metal dice. Yeah. The only bad thing about that is miniatures and terrain can suffer. So I am going to step around here, and I will be right back, everyone. And darling, you sit down, and you can entertain the troops while I'm not falling and injuring myself.
Let's not do that.
All right, let me do this. And just tilt that camera down. That is much better. That is going to be much better there. And
probably.
I will be right back. I have to step right over here.
I have no idea where he's going.
I am right here at the refrigerator.
Somewhere in the kitchen, doing a thing right outside the door. So, he didn't tell me he was going to be doing this. It's fabulous. So just tap dance for a while, figuratively speaking. Twiggy says, love your content. Great to put the face with profile. Yep, he does have a good face. I'm rather attached to it. So thank you.
And here I am.
There he is. You can't see him from this direction.
She has seized control of the airwaves. She controls the vertical. She controls the horizontal. But if you would like to hop back in the co-pilot seat.
Was he good this year? Well, good is, subjective.
It's relative. I was neutral.
It is relative,
good.
and he is a relative, so.
I was the best good. I was neutral.
How am I, Vinny? I am doing well. Thank you for asking very much. Good evening, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah to everyone. Love the old school shirts, absolutely.
Alrighty.
You're gonna snore tonight. That's.
I will. Yes. I will.
And if you leave me your hangover, I'm gonna be super mad and take back all of your gifts.
Well, I hope not.
Little known fact: if he drinks, I get his hangover. It's really mean.
It's been that way for years, folks.
I kid you not. All
right. Would you care to dance?
I suppose. All right. Give me a little taste of power. I might go mad with it.
Well, would you like a taste of stout?
Oh, God, no. No. Polite thank you. No.
Polite pass.
Yeah. Lexi, you may not have my chair. No. All right, cat. I know. You too.
Alrighty. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get this just to get hammered in front of you all, although that is a wonderful side effect. One of the things that I really wanted to do, everyone, was I wanted to thank a great bunch of people who sent in Christmas gifts to the Delver's Dungeon this year. I really, that is the first thing that I wanted to do before I get into it. And right off the top of the dome, I both can and cannot show you the gift that the excellent Ryan David contributed to the show, to me specifically. He sent me a gift card for Total Wine, and I went and I picked up some libations. This is the first one I'm opening. This is a chocolate stout. This is organic chocolate stout, Samuel Smith's. And we're gonna give this a quick taste test. So big ups. Thank you, Ryan. Check them out. Check out Nerd Cognito. They're over on Rumble. They are fantastic dudes over there. Jack Chronicler of the Northlands. Kanik occasionally makes an appearance on that show. I adore all the people over there. So here we go. Thank you, L'chaim.
Sláinte.
Yeah, the chocolate is right up front, and I'm here for it. That is a really good chocolate
in my
stuff.
stocking.
You have chocolate in your stocking. You can go get your
I had
stocking.
some. I'm good.
Chocolate. Okay.
You can keep the stout.
All right. Salud. Jorge says. But
whatever it is.
Mobius, good to see you, my friend. I hope you have had a perfectly cromulent holiday season. So that is the first gift that I wanted to give thanks for, and I'm going to set that there. Soon, holding Bob Schultz. Why, bless your heart. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Thank you so much for the $5, Bob Schultz. We appreciate it. It quite literally helps keep the lights on around here.
Duke Energy doesn't give us power for free.
They don't. Sketchosaurus Rex, hello. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, you out there in my audience, what do you want? Reindeer or Santa? Reindeer or Santa? Let me know in the comments which you prefer. Kabuki Kid, hello, how are you? Little known fact, Kabuki Kid is the A&R gal for the Band of the Warning. It's just that her region that she covers is my Discord and my live chat. That's anyway. I'm not getting out of your chair. So yes, big thanks to let's see. I'm seeing a lot of Santa. I think everybody is going for Santa. So since I'm not going to need my lovely AKG headphones, we will mount the reindeer head right here.
That's disturbing.
It is.
That went dark.
Oh my God, Bob Schultz again. So a $5 Merry Christmas, a $50 Happy New Year. Bob, well, God bless you. Thank you so much. That is lovely. Okay, so more gifts. I have more gifts to share with you guys. Absolutely more gifts. Joanna Shipley checking in from, well, not from Twitter, but I ran into Joanna over on Twitter. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday, young lady. All right, so next gift we got. This came from, and by the way, if I miss your comments, I apologize. What was it Joanna said? Stick with Santa works a lot better than reindeer. That's fair enough.
Yeah, the reindeer is amusing, but the Santa's a little better.
So what we have next here, this was really cool. I'm going to read this letter. I got this from Dave 3D. David, I apologize if I mutilate your last name here, buddy. David Spamer. I don't think it's Spammer because it's just one M. But anyway, David Spamer Dave3D at Outlook. Probably shouldn't have blurted your email address out. Sent in an fantastic, just a gorgeous set of replica Holmes Basic D&D dice that he cast up. And Colleen, I'm going to ask you to put those more or less in the camera frame, because we're going to bring those up, because these really deserve. Wheeling Dragon, member for 3 months now. So Dave, thank you so much over there. And I want you guys to check this out. We're going to go, let's see, I think Table Cam will bring it up. Yeah, look at those, guys. Look at those. Bring the D20 a little bit closer. There we go. There we go. So a dual colored, yeah, a dual colored D20. So you can, you can roll percentile, or, if you roll it as a 20, you say, okay, add 10 to the reds or 10 to the black or whatever. 33K7 actually shouting out from Twitter. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. So these were beautiful, and bless you, and thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful gift there from Dave over at Dark Age Dice. Oh, God bless you, Wheeling Dragon. Honey, thank you so much. Check out, now I don't know where his store is at, Dungeoneer, but Dark Age Dice. He reached out to me. Dark Age Dice is his jam. And I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, speaking of really sponsors, cool. Speaking of regular sponsors, everybody, check in the description below. This live stream is brought to you by my good buddy over there at Paint Minis Live. He has a web store. I've got an affiliate link. Please check it out. Anything you pick up, there you go. Father Aaron, Merry Christmas to you, Padre. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you've had a joyful, blessed day, Father. Thank you very much. And so, yeah, Dark Age Dice. Lovely, lovely dice. Now, the next thing, I can't show you at all because it's actually in use right now as we speak. But this actually came from Rabovsky, who hangs out in the chat with us. Now, back in October, I built a new PC, new to me. It's an 8th gen, same video card, but of course, they bumped up to DDR4. I didn't have a lot of it, and what I had was only 16 gig kit. Well, Rob sent me a 32 gig kit for my gaming, editing, fun, net surfing, whatever PC over there. Thank you, Rob, so much. I got the little sticky note that he stuck on the memory kit there. So thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah, I've got a much happy PC over there. Speaking of memory, a 16 gig kit that was sent to me by Doomsword Deathmaster. That's right, you know him here. He plays Gamma World on Fridays. He plays AD&D on Tuesdays. So thank you so much, Dooms, for the 16 gig kit of DDR4. Trust me, this will find a good home also. Do not fear that, 32 gig kit, I guess you don't need mine. Memory gets used. Joe Kaufman with the $20. Thank you so much, so nice. Joe. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you too. I really appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here because apparently I'm bumping my mouse and clicking stuff at random, trying to put it on the table. Let's not do that. Off-Grid Gaming, good to see you. How are you? All right, so let's keep going with things I got that I am really thankful for. I think we have hit the bottom of the bag, but what a bottom of the bag we have got. This came from Elizabeth, who plays D&D with us on Monday and occasionally pops in on the live chat. She sent me one bag of these before, and they didn't last long. I had to meter myself with these. These are sweet brown butter cashews. These are
crazy delicious. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievably tasty, good cashews. These are These are from Squirrel Brand. Squirrel Brand. And guys, I gotta tell you, this is just unsolicited endorsement. Get yourself some of these if you like cashews.
And I do.
Absolutely. I'm amazed that I still have them.
I'm picky.
Jeff, the greatest dungeon master alive. Anyone get Dungeons and Dragons Sacred Statue 13-inch 50th anniversary? I did not, Jeff. I did not. But anyway, so thank you. Elvin made in with a £5. Thank you. That's about $20 American these days. I appreciate it. Merry Elfmas. It's 2 a.m. for me, so I will head to bed.
Goodness.
Absolutely,
Good
dear.
night,
Yeah,
sweet
Boxing Day
dreams.
tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Mwah.
Yes, and my
Good
father's
night
birthday.
to you. I just want to. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I just want to point something out. Oh, and we have been. You guys haven't been able to see that because I've been on table cam all this time. I just want to point out. We were a postage stamp down in the corner.
Sure.
I just want to point out. Anyone who's in Emmy's neck of the woods, those elves you see in England, those are free. You can take them. The government doesn't want you to know. I know a friend in England who personally has 17 in a paddock behind his house. So
Somehow I think we're pulling their leg.
No, I wouldn't.
You know, I have
you mean
a
somebody
really
would just do that,
well-refined
go on
bullshit
the
meter,
internet
honestly.
and lie?
Yes.
So anyway, Rune Weird Gaming. Good Merry Christmas to you too. So that is the gotchas that I've gotten from you guys, and I really, absolutely, unquestionably appreciate it. Thank you all so very, very, very much. Now let me tell you something else we're gonna do, and I'm not on any particular schedule tonight to do this, but I will tell you guys we will try to manage it so that it's like at the bottom and top of an hour, or exactly at the quarter hour. If you saw the comment about giveaways tonight, let me tell you what's going on. So I have given away a couple of gifts the first 2 weeks of December. Last week got super hectic, and I could not find it. I found something late Saturday. Like literally, I was leaving a hobby store, a hobby game store, Gods and Monsters. You guys have heard me talk about it, and I saw something. It inspired me, but when I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that at home, and I'm like, but I'm not gonna do the stream at like 11:45 on Saturday night. So this evening we are doing 2 gift giveaways. We're the one I was planning on doing tonight, and then the one I meant to get to last week. Now, fun story time for you guys, and I'll let her give the details. But Mrs. the Dungeon Delver actually came up with the ultimate gift.
I did
tonight. Sketchosaurus Rex though asked a very important question here that I need to answer. Did I decide on the big AD&D gift? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I have spoken with that person on the phone. They know they're going to get it. They know they're probably not going to get it till February. I said, look, here's your Christmas present. You're finding out you're getting them. The receiving of them is later.
It's the shipping.
but of course, Heidi and Eric Garland are of Gaxland are providing the shipping, and God bless them for that. So that will go out there. Right. James asked, did the FLGS get their usual? Well, of course they got their usual cheesecake. That's, make friends and bake
He's been baking
for people.
And cooking nonstop for days. My house smells amazing, and I've been hungry.
Runeward Gaming asks, is that our Macross symbol you see to the left of my shoulder? It absolutely is. This was given to me by a buddy of mine. This is the Robotech Tactics box set, aka The Last Ride for Robotech of Kevin Simbadea over at Palladium and Goodrin. I mean, that was nice. So there we go. Uh, what I've been telling people though, because uh, uh, Elizabeth, the lady who sent me the cashews, which I've set over here, the snacks. She's getting a mini PC, and then another fellow I know is sending her a monitor, so she's getting like it's like circa 2009 2010 era. It's like a Core 2 Duo in a tiny little sandwich sized box.
It's bite sized.
But her current machine is like an Intel Atom based Chromebook.
Yeah.
So this is going to be quite the upgrade for her. I'm just trying to clean out computer junk. But again, she's probably not going to get that for a few weeks. And then my dear friend Aurora, who's up in Washington State, she's getting a brand new motherboard, processor, and RAM. But again, I said, hey, this is going to be Eastern Orthodox Christmas gifts. You guys are going to get these in February, March.
We kind of call it 12th night.
Dirty Basement Terrain. Merry Christmas. We had a lovely one. Thank you for stopping by. Mike Dimer, good to see you. Haven't seen you there in a minute or two. So anyway,
yes, baby.
Lightmane says he's hoping to get 4 people to come over and roll up some characters. I hope it happens. I hope it happens, my friend. Do you mean soon, like tonight soon, or? But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna be sending out a lot of Eastern Orthodox Christmas presents. So the folks who are getting the AD&D books are getting Eastern Orthodox Christmas presents.
We could just call it 12th night,
Well, it's going to be more than 12 nights away.
It doesn't matter. That's a generic term. You don't have to hijack someone else's
Wheeling Dragons season
family.
Here's a kitty. Yes, she is.
That's my Lexi.
Yeah, she comes out here and hangs out sometimes, but if Mrs. the Dungeon Delver is out here,
she doesn't know why I'm out here, and I've taken her chair. She thinks.
Yeah. Someone was saying, "Do I have a favorite D&D clone?" No, I don't. If somebody put a gun to my head and said, "Play something other than a TSR produced version of D&D,"
I'd be a widow.
I would play. I would play Swords and Wizardry or Osric. Because I know the people that made them and they're awesome people. And I know exactly how close to OD&D and AD&D those hew. So that is.
And you tell them, "Ha ha! You didn't say I couldn't pick those."
Yeah. The Dungeon Minister, bringing the science, dropping the knowledge, says Orthodox Christmas is Epiphany in the West. 12th night is the eve of Epiphany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Creatures and Chronicles, Osric, yeah, absolutely. By the way, if you look, there in little tiny print in the Osric book, you'll find my name. If you like the entries for sphinxes, snakes, and spiders.
Oh, that's some S's.
I wrote those.
Say that carefully.
I wrote those.
Well, I'll give the family definition of 12th night later.
Okay. All right. So anyway. But so here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do for the gift giveaways when they come, which I think we'll do probably the first one at we'll start at the quarter hour and then go to the top of the hour and then do the other one at the bottom of the hour. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys a key phrase to type in. I'm not gonna tell you that phrase now because you guys will be like, "Oh, I need to type it now," like you did last time. But what you're going to do is you're going to type that phrase in. I'm going to take a list of everybody. Oh, Jorge, thank you very much. 3,000 Chilean pesos. So that I appreciate it, brother, from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely. That's a gallon of milk. That's a couple loaves of bread. I really, really appreciate that, Jorge. Feliz Navidad to you too. But anyway, when I tell you guys that phrase, everybody who wants I want you to to type the phrase. I will put your names on a list in order. I will then use a digital die roller and I will roll, and whatever number it lands on, that person gets the gift. That is how I will do that. AZ, happy Christmas to you. Good to see you. It is not. Don't say, hey, can I throw you a $50 super for some Joss? Because one, that's just dumb, because you could have bought two of whatever
pretty much.
I'm going to be giving away, and two, that won't help. I can't fluence the die roller with your super chats. So that is what we will do at the appropriate time. Dungeon Minister says, can I win and have it sent to someone else? Yes. So here,
it's up to you.
Here's how I'm going to do that, because I know you're in Kanakistan, Dungeon Minister, and it is going.
We know the Canadian mails have issues.
It would cost like
that too.
The price of the gift and more to ship it to you. So here's what I'm going to do, because I think Jorge, and now that Emmy has gone to bed, I think it's just Jorge and Dungeon Minister are the only folks out of the country. But if Jorge, if you get it, I will work with you on getting some kind of equivalent to you. It would be a lot easier for me to wire you like $30-$40 US than it would be for me to try and ship you anything, brother. So or if we can do a drop ship, like, let's say it was a WizKids mini that you won, hypothetically.
Well, a lot of the independent authors that I follow will offer like Amazon gift cards, digital gift cards to winners, that because they can't afford the shipping. Because for one thing, they're sending books and they're heavy, but things like that. So
Michael Connor, unbreaded. So Dungeon Minister, we would we would figure out some way to do that. So if you want to enter, understanding you might not get the gift that I'm showing you, but an equivalent or a drop shipped equivalent, I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
They're worth $20 US or less, so they're not super expensive.
Yeah. No gold cufflinks, no dog ear watches being given out, no Ferrari keys.
Because I mean, if you want to get into gaming, you too can be a thousandaire.
Yeah. How do you make $1 million in tabletop gaming, Colleen?
Well, you print out yourself and then you pass it around like Monopoly.
Oh, well, I was going to say you invest $2 million.
Well, that's if you have that money to start with.
Savo, hello, good to see you. Savo, by the way, everybody check out Feifel the Twit over on Twitter for some fantastic, some just absolutely beautiful fantasy art. Feifel is one of my favorite characters. So I'm just going to interrupt and have a little private conversation with Savo Feifel right now. Savo, have you made a submission to the rebooted Heavy Metal magazine? Because honestly, I think Feifel could have a lot of fun in heavy metal. But anyway, just a question. Feifel's one of my favorite people.
Publicly called you out there. I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying something a dare.
Savo will just have something terrible happen to me in a Feifel comic. Feifel will trip over while carrying like a double armful of swords, and they'll all land on me or something.
That doesn't sound like it'd be bad either. Sounds like fun.
Florida, Canada's winter home, and Wisconsin's winter home.
And New York and everybody else.
Yeah. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Basically, the quarter hour, I am going to tell you guys what the keyword is, and you've all got 15 minutes to type it in. I won't be interacting with you much, but my lovely assistant will, and I will be getting all your names, and then we'll put them in the die roller, and we'll go from there. So... but anyway, so that is how we will do that. I hope I didn't just scare Savo off. I hadn't seen a response yet. But anyway, And by the way, if you are one of our local winners, it is going to be up to you as to whether or not you want to see what you've won. So if you're like, no, just make it a surprise, then it'll be a surprise. If you want to know what you won right now tonight, I'll show it to you guys. And if it's small enough, if it requires a more detailed look, we've got the table cam over there. So we'll be doing that. Now I got to tell you guys, I gotta give the mic over to Colleen about her gift, your gift.
Okay, so
Do we? Oh well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it when the person
wins.
Wins, yes. I'm ready for 2025, Savo. I just I'm interested and I'm ready for the new year. What do they say? Another day older and a deeper in debt, but it's all good.
Well,
So I have a funny story to tell about Christmas gifts. First of all,
only one.
I got some lovely gifts. Mrs. the Dungeon Delver got me some absolutely wonderful gifts, which I'm debating showing off. I have a lot of them to hand, but you know what? You guys out there in audience land can tell me whether or not you want to see any of my crap.
I feel like I was a little bit snake bit this year getting your gifts.
All right, don't worry about it. But anyway, I do need to tell you about this story. So, Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, courtesy of myself, got a new gaming, working, happy, fun time PC.
I'm so excited.
So here's what, and you're thinking, okay, Bill, you're a dork. You dragged a bunch of shit out of your spare parts box and built it.
I would still be excited about that. I haven't had a new computer in a long time. It's usually we upgrade the kits.
But that is not what I did.
They are gamers.
That is not what I did. Mm-hmm. Some months ago, my sound guy, friend, helper, you see him in the end credits of the show, Bo Ganora, reached out to me and said, hey man, my job is going to be rolling out these workstations. I'll have a bunch of surplus with nothing to do. Can I offload a couple of them? And I was like, sure, absolutely. So, I kind of sat around, I looked at the specs online and I was like, these are really impressive. And I was like, I can make one my studio PC. I can give one to Colleen. It'll be a good time. And we can have a lot of fun. So I sit around and nothing happens with it for a few months, and then he comes back and says, "Hey, they've slowed their barbecue roll on on the giving the PC away. Oh, Hero Quest expansion, very good. Hero Quest is the best game in the whole world." Anyway, so I asked him about it, and he's like, yeah, they're not going to bring them back in because the new machines come with Windows 11, and they can't be backgraded to Windows 10, and yada, 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 a whole bunch of stuff. So they just pump the brakes on that. And I saw one of the machines that he had intended to give me. It was exactly the same form factor. This. It's an HP.
It's very cool.
It is a HP Z2G. This is a G3 model.
It's got a Z on it.
Yeah, and it does. It has a nice stylized Z. I think this is the best look for me, actually. I should just mount this right here on a boom arm. But anyway, so this thing, despite its tiny size...
Our younger kid said it looked like the Death Star.
Death Star, yes.
That was one of the best jokes of the day.
This thing packs a real wallop. But when I found out I wasn't going to be able to secure one, I looked around eBay, just wishing and dreaming, and I saw this. And it was like, I don't know, shipped like $150. I was like, I can't let that go. So I jumped on it. And I started prepping it for Mrs. the Dungeon Delver. And wouldn't you know it, right at the end of November, Boganor reaches out to me and he's like,
purchased it.
he's like, after I purchased it, a month has gone past. I can't return this now. Boganor reaches out to me and he's like, hey, it turns out I have a test article of one of those mini workstations.
You want it?
And he sends it to me. And despite the form factor being identical, it is way more powerful. It's got an RTX, the workstation equivalent of an RTX graphics card. It is the bee's knees. It will be the best computer in the house. So
he's like,
I had already bought her like a 27-inch curved Asus monitor. We're going to get all of her stuff set up. So, so this is going to become my new studio PC. Which was not my intention. I didn't like say, ha ha, I'll buy my... This is not Homer's bowling ball.
No, that's the one he got off eBay, and he gave me the super fancy.
And I gave her the super fancy
that's
one.
Love.
So that is something funny that happened with Christmas gifts this year. I inadvertently... And I didn't intend to. I was just like, oh, okay. Because a few months before that, Bo had sent me a Z440 mini... Not a Z44... small form factor, not a mini form factor workstation to use, and it's sitting over in the corner.
Crazy, right?
That was going to be the new studio PC,
right?
But I bought this damn thing, and now my new studio PC is the size of like a comically large peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Behave.
So
Ahem.
So I just thought that was a funny Christmas gift story, and
if you start hitting things off that shelf, we're going to have a problem.
Yes, she's a little freaked out because Mom is here.
Yeah, this is her chair that's usually over there.
Yes, everyone sees Kitty up there.
That's Lexi, who thinks she's a miniature Labrador.
Yeah, and now she's coming to my lap.
Yeah, she's mad at me.
But anyway, so so there you go. That's the funny. Dungeon Minister still misses Windows 9. You can run Windows 98 if that's all you want. Just
not with anything else. No.
For the Lord's sake, Dungeon Minister, don't plug it into the internet.
No, or anything else.
That is like taping $100 bills to your, or gluing $100 bills to yourself with honey and running into a lair of cocaine bears. Roy Goodman tried to send a super chat. Google canceled it, but you got... Roy, let me look in my notifications here. So what I got...
Behave.
Jorge, Emmy, Joe Kaufman, Wheeling Dragon, Bob, and Bob. I don't see it. Roy, I do not see it.
Yes, we see you. Behave.
I gotta say, though, my Microsoft operating systems, my favorite was Windows 2000. Windows 2000 they finally took that step with NT4 into full DX support. And I was over the moon because I was like, I have the stability of an NTOS. I have the multimedia capabilities of a 9X OS. I used Win 2000 until they dragged it from my cold, dead hands. I did not use Vista. I begrudgingly used XP, and I was assiduous about patches on XP. And when Windows 7 came out, I was like, this is the best.
Yeah.
They can never improve on this.
Windows 7 was good.
And then 8 and 8.1 with its ugly, flat user interface came out.
It was awful.
Colleen. I just want you to know I have nothing to do with this. Balthazar, late to the show. Nice to meet Mrs. the Delver, but Steelers, oh well, Merry Christmas.
No.
Balthazar.
No.
Sit back down.
No.
Sit down.
You get to sit. And don't
just
speak.
Sit.
Don't speak. No. Third generation
we love
Steelers
you.
fan.
We love you, Balthazar. We love you, Balthazar. Anyway.
You didn't live in Pittsburgh during the 70s. I did. Sit down.
XP to 7 to 10. Same here, Kabuki. I installed a lot of 8, but let me tell you what. I made a bunch of people, a bunch of home computer users, and even some corporate computer users, very happy with Classic Shell.
Yep.
Classic Shell. You can even
Best
install
thing
Classic Shell.
ever.
You can even install
You
Classic
don't have
Shell
to those stupid tiles.
on
I hate
Windows
those
11.
tiles.
And it makes the UI. You can make the UI look like Windows 95 if you want with Classic Shell. If Windows 95 was your favorite Windows, get Classic Shell. Get Classic Shell. Balthazar said he apologized and said you rule.
Look, it's a game. Football is a game, and I enjoy it as a game. I never dish out what I cannot take. But I'm genetically predisposed to hate a couple of teams, but never their fans and never the players. I don't want to be injured for my entertainment. And I wish the teams didn't play on Christmas. I want them to be home with their families.
Yeah.
You know? But 3 generations of my family, born, raised, lived in Pittsburgh. It's, and that's my team. So.
All right. I'm just getting this in from Contest Central. Colleen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you off. We have received news that it is time. It is time for the 2024. Okay, so here's what I want you to do.
Got the high sign, you said.
Roy Goodman, thank you so much. I see it now. Merry Christmas, Mr. and Mrs. Delver. Well, thank you very much. All right, here's what I want you guys to do. And we're going to do this till 5 after because I did blab on a little bit. If you are interested in the first of tonight's 2 gift drawings, what I want you to do is I want you to type in the chat, and I'm going to put this up on the screen. I'm going to put this up on the screen right now. I want you to type gift 2024. Do not enter more than once. More than one entry does not get you more than one posting on the list. All right, so here we go. And I'm taking these in the order that they are shown to me. All right, so let's fire up Notepad.
You and Notepad.
All right, so many are coming in, but I will get you all. And I will go back down the list. I will go back to, good Lord, it exploded.
Kaboom.
All right.
The earth shattering kaboom.
It did. Let's see.
Oh, that's a good girl. Thank you. I guess if she couldn't have her chair, she's going to sit on me finally. I appreciate it, Lexi. Thank you so much. So this was one of the 2 Steelers shirts I got for Christmas this year. I'm really happy. I haven't had Steelers gear in a long time, so I was very pleased. So, yay. Appreciated it. One of my birthday presents was this beautiful little, my birthday is in early December. Why give me, Christmas stuff only for Christmas? I need to be able to wear it before Christmas. So it's a beautiful little snow globe charm, which I love. Because I have several Christmas charms, which we'll show you later, because we can't do it right now. He's typing. So that was one of my favorite things. Thank you so much. And, the new Cure album, which I've been waiting for. I purposely didn't listen to any of it yet, because it was released November 1st. But I wanted to be surprised, because I did not think I'd get another Cure album in my lifetime, so super excited. That made me happy, so I'll be listening to that soon. Once I get the CD drive up, maybe. The CD drive that came with the new computer. So I'm actually very excited about the computer. That's one of the best gifts. And my older daughter picked out an awesome X-Men 97 shirt with Gambit and Rogue on it. Love that so much. Was not expecting that. That was a great surprise gift. I am Gambit all the way. Don't get enough Gambit. There's just not enough Gambit in my life. There's just not. Really. Yeah. Rogue too. Rogue is awesome. So if you didn't catch X-Men 97, which I believe you can still watch on Disney+, I really enjoyed it. It was really good. We're watching the new season of What If, which I've enjoyed. The first episode, not really my thing, but episodes 2 and 3, very, very good. Solid. I think they're releasing another one today or tomorrow. So they'll definitely be watching that. I take the 2 weeks of Christmas to New Year's off every year when I can. So we'll be watching a lot of Christmas movies and catching up on other television shows and stuff. Staying up late with the teens. Sleeping in. Probably eating way too much chocolate. I'll leave him to have the beer. And hanging out with the cats. I got a lot of really nice things this year. I appreciate it very much.
Michael Connor wants to know if he gets a bonus if he drives over and pick it up. I can't. I'm sorry.
No.
Let's see. Rayvan21. I don't think I've seen you here before, Rayvan21. Welcome, then. Good to see you.
Let's
see.
You can stay off those shelves. That's right.
Happy Merry Christmas to you. I am sorry. I see your name in Japanese characters, but I thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, my friend.
Absolutely, welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, Lexi. No, thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to read down this list. I have 26. If you don't hear your name called, repeat it. If you do, if you did hear your name called, you don't have to do anything. But if you spoke in and you don't hear it, when I say I'm done, then let me know. Don't just jump in and say, "Oh, you said this person's name, but you didn't say my person's name next, so you must have forgotten me."
We're not calling attendance. You don't have to say here.
All right, so here's what I have on the list. Wheeling Dragon, Michael Dale, Dungeon Minister, Vinny Finnegan, Praxis Taliogero, Canek 1, Mike Dimart, Acid Reflow, Dungeoneer, Balthazar, 8 Mobius 8, Kabuki Kid, Mark Markham, Michael Connor, Josh Butler, Zachary Melvin, Jeff the Greatest Dungeon Master Alive, AZ if you're over in the UK, Sketchosaurus Rex, James Seymour, Runeword Gaming, Esoteric Order of Nerdery, Christopher Sims, Lord Misfit, Orbital Air, Rayvan 21. An Orbital Air throws out a Go Steelers.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So, those are what I have. If you did not hear your name called and you want to enter, now is the time to do it, between now and the top of the hour. James Seymour has a question in the interim, though, one for you, and he says, Mrs. TDD, what were your thoughts when Bill started the channel?
Oh, I thought it was a fantastic idea. I knew he would be really good at it. He had a few doubts, and I was like, "Are you kidding? You're gonna do great." He's the only extrovert in the family. He tells amazing stories. He can really kind of talk on any topic. Anytime we go somewhere, he's the one who can kind of take over conversation when I kind of peter off and go, "Oh no, I have nothing left to say. Help, help, help." He just jumps in. So, and he knows the topic and he knows Dungeons and Dragons and it's his passion. So I knew he would be great at it. So, it's something he's enjoyed.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so we are at the top of the hour. We do our next drawing now. The one caveat, the one quid pro quo, is that if you have won before or if you win tonight, please don't enter a second time or third, fourth. What if you've won a contest before, even if it is the third one, which is happening here in a few minutes, don't enter for the next drawing. So yeah. So Rory says the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I hear that in Bugs Bunny's voice.
Nice.
So let's see. Something I did get that was really cool, because I was crowing about this back when I backed it, because this is the first Kickstarter I ever backed. And I should have gotten these in November when I got them.
Hey, I just remember that you needed my help to do something that I'm like, I felt like I was involved in the purchase, so I thought it was a Christmas gift. Everyone is sorry.
I got this. I got the Frank Frazetta tarot deck.
He's such a great artist.
Frazetta is phenomenal. I follow his daughter and on Twitter, but no, I'm kidding. His granddaughter posts on Twitter. I follow her account. I love Frank Frazetta's work. I have some of his books down here. I hope to get more art books one day to help fill out the shelf.
You've got a birthday coming. I'm just saying.
Well, that's all I'm gonna say on that topic. Oh, here, Colleen, this is a question for you
Yes.
from Massive Reflow. Could Gambit use Post-it notes?
Yes, I think too. Actually, really, really well.
He could throw them at somebody and say, "Stick around."
Well, sticky bombs. I mean, that's a thing.
There you go. There you go. So
Try to catch me in that one.
I did
Try harder.
I did a slightly higher backing because there's 2 books. Now let me make one thing perfectly clear. This is a deck of cards. The only power this has to do is to entertain or hold up a table at level if you need it to, depending on the number of cards. That is it. So don't think, oh, Bill is into mysticism. No, he's not.
No.
I got for artwork. Like, I would not have just walked into Barnes and Noble and said, "Ooh, a tarot deck. I need more power."
I got the art on them. We'd be like, "That's beautiful."
I got these for the Frazetta art, and another publishing company. Apparently, different companies have control of different sections of his artwork. There's another publishing company, Sarah Frazetta, and a Twitter mutual of mine, who's a lovely young lady, but her name eludes me now, is backing that one. And I told her, I said, "Oh, well, it just finished. The Frazetta Tarot just finished." And she said, "Oh no, not that one. This one. I don't like handling foil cards when I'm giving readings." And I was like,
"Oh,
okay,
well, all right then."
And so she's backing a different one. But I got this for the art, and I also got it for the art books. That they tell you what to do with the cards, but I basically got them for the incredible Frazetta art.
Yeah.
Colleen, if you want to find a couple that maybe don't show bare bosoms in there, we can bring those up. I can get away with a little bit, like the black and white D&D art, as long as I kind of scroll past it quickly. But if I have seen YouTube switch off people's.
I got you.
Let's see. CM Locksmithing over on Twitter says, "Beck me forever." Creatures and Chronicles. Hello to you. I see you folks over on Twitter. By the way, if you're watching over on Twitter, we've still got a few minutes before the draw, so you can absolutely still get in on the gift drawing. And I bought it for the art. I buy it for the articles of tarot cards. Thank you. And that's Dungeon Minister, I should point out, saying that.
Well, it's not wrong.
Speaking of which, I should point out, Dungeon Minister, myself, and Yang Yan Zhao, we now have a dedicated channel for. I'm sorry, Rory asked why the volume is so low. It's because we're one mic, Rory. So I'm kind of. I was leaning away from the mic, and I apologize for that.
Talking to the screen.
I was talking to the screen. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Dedicated channel for the Nerd Council of Doom. That is a monthly pop culture wrap-up live stream show that myself, Dungeon Minister, Yang and Zhao are going to do. Just find us at the Nerd Council of Doom here on YouTube, and please subscribe to that channel. We want to get monetized really quick, and yes, it's going to be a perfect 3-way split. So,
a triumvirate, if you will.
A triumvirate of world-conquering types. So, did you find it? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, this one's smaller, but I like it.
I will flip on the table cam, and you can just put that up on the screen there. So,
is that visible?
A little bit. You guys know what piece that is. Yeah. So that's the kind of art, and that's the why I got it.
Yeah, it's really nice. This one is a little bit smaller picture, which might be able to see
maybe
a little bit better.
Maybe.
This one here.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you got the. And they just named certain pieces of art. That's the chariot, of course. That's from his illustration of the first printing of Moorcock's The Silver Warriors. Um,
It's like that, like polar bears are pulling it.
Thank you, Runeword Gaming. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're coming to the top of the hour. This is the last call. The last call for anyone who wants to enter the drawing. It is going to be type gift 2024, and you will be put on the list of contestants. I'm gonna extend it out just another minute. We're gonna do it at the hour plus one, and then we're gonna do the drawing. So if you want in, now's the time. When you see the gift 2024 banner, when that goes away, no more entries. Risk 3044. Haha, James Seymour, very funny. All right, so let's see. 30 seconds over
Dun, dun,
Tokyo,
dun.
30 seconds over Delvero. And because it's 26, I will have to roll on a digital die roller rather than just rolling a physical dice.
It makes it
Because,
look a bit more,
um,
I see you, kitty.
but I will cut and paste, and you guys will see it. I will share that on the screen. And here's the cat to make sure it's official. And all right, so there we go. We are at it. And folks, let me bring up Discord because that is where my die roller is. That is where my die roller is.
That is where the roll of the die.
Let's see.
She's like,
All right.
aggressively loving on you.
So here I got, biting comes after that.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why I'm keeping my hand back here. So here we go. We are rolling 1d26. And please don't tell me, hey, DCC's actually got a dice for that, because I don't have DCC dice.
Nope.
All right. /R.
Lexi. Let's come down.
We're going to use familiar.
Yes.
1d26.
Maybe bother.
And here we go.
Yes, I
If
hear
it'll
you
stick.
purring.
Familiar's thinking. Okay.
Familiar is purring.
And we have a 15. I am going to copy and paste that up on screen so that you all can see it. And then I will tell you.
Who number 15 is?
I'll tell you who number 15 is.
There we go.
All right. So here you guys go. This is a verified die roll. Present, share screen, window, share. And add to stage. 15, according to our list, 15 is Josh Butler. Josh, congratulations. Congratulations to Josh Butler for getting the draw. Josh, that is awesome. Josh, you tell me, my friend, if you would like to
Shall we unveil
to see what you got.
Don't answer yet. Oh, there's more.
You are number 6.
No, there's number 15.
So Josh, you tell me if you'd like to see what you got.
I would.
And we will wait to see. Now, one thing I will tell you is you want a surprise. Josh wants to be surprised. Okay, that's
All
cool.
right.
Josh, excellent. Josh, you see my email address going across the bottom there, bsylvie@gmail.com. Email me your deets, or if you follow me on Twitter, you can DM me your shipping deets, or you can if you're on our Discord, you can private message me your deets. So I'm very, very hyped for that for you, Josh. And I have to send a message now because someone let's see. And now we come to the gift that
Dun, dun, dun.
yes, the lovely and talented Miss the Dungeon Delver has, or Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, excuse me, has.
It's still me.
It's still you.
It's still me.
All right, and I will say, Josh is the first person who has chosen not to see what he's gotten. Colleen, if you look over to your left there, you will see a couple of packages, and I can show off.
See a couple of packages.
There, yes, the Pac-Man machine, and then that dark miniature cube there. I will show you guys real quick, briefly, what we have given away in previous weeks. Our first winner, and I don't remember who won these. I'm sorry, off the top of my head, I do not. But we've given away a miniature Pac-Man machine.
Very cool.
Fully functional. It's a Nintendo on a chip inside, and I've actually got one behind me. These play like the classics. I love them.
They
Just
do.
don't try and shove a quarter in them.
Yeah, no.
It won't end well.
No.
And the other was the thing that I was frustrated forever. This is the Icons of the Realms 50th anniversary Red Dragon
It's
miniature
really
from
pretty.
the cover of Holmes Basic. Acid Reflow wants to know, says Josh, look away so I can show you.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what it is. I hope someone will, whoever wins the next one will decide they want to see it, because I want to show it to everybody.
Yes, she wants to show it off and so on. So those are the first two gifts that I've given away that have been won, and I think
Like,
the
you didn't
next
tell me
one.
you were going to give them the option of not seeing it. That really kind of harumph.
Oh,
But
I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so at the bottom of the hour, we will do our next, and it'll be the word. Maybe do a little video on it before I send it out, then show the video after he gets it. I could do that, Kabuki. I could definitely do that. Kabuki's trying to wedge herself in as a producer gig here. Well, and I don't blame you with the amount of money that's flowing around here, wanting to grab onto the brass ring in the Delver dungeon. Okay, Josh Butler said he feels bad and we should show it
No,
off.
it's fine. You don't have to.
No, he
the
does.
guilt
He said
tripping is nuts.
show it.
No.
Yes.
No.
He said show it. We're showing it.
Give yourself a headache with the
let me see.
laughing.
Let me see.
All the money involved.
Here we go. Okay, Josh. I don't know personally. I don't know you personally. I've seen you around. He changed his mind. Anyway, I hope you mean you changed your mind to show it, because there's only one. It's like alignment. You can change your alignment once, but if you try and change it
can't
back,
change it
a bolt
back.
out of the blue, I will slay your character. Anyway, so Josh, I don't know if your tastes run towards the anime flavor. However, if you enjoy any type of tabletop gaming, be it superheroic, fantasy, post-apocalypse, like a Rifts vibe, I think this will find some use at your table, or maybe not at all. Maybe you'll just enjoy the joy
I
of it.
thought it was cool enough to offer as a gift.
I have for you a Mobile Suit Gundam, the Gundam kit. I'm not sure about the scale on this. This is 1/144. So what you've got here is an Iron Golem for fantasy games. If you're doing squad level mech warrior role playing, a battle mech to terrorize the squishy players when they're out of their machines.
You have to put it together yourself.
Yes, and this is Gunpla, so it is entirely posable.
Yep.
So unlike a miniature, it is entirely
But
posable.
it's so cool.
So there you go. I have had this kit for an exceptionally long time. I think it's out of production.
I think it's made a couple moves with us.
It's made at
Yes.
least 2 moves.
At least.
And I wanted it to go to someone
and we've
who
been
would
in this
enjoy it.
location for 23 years.
Yes.
So at least 2 moves. with us,
Yeah,
too.
so this is a lovely kit. It's mold. If you're not a painter, no big deal.
Yeah.
The
it looks cool as is.
the Bandai kits are molded in multicolor plastic. If I wouldn't have to like body press poor Mrs. the Dungeon Delver to get them, I have some Gunpla kits over on my shelf over there that I could show you guys. So James Seymour asks, do I still have merch? James, I absolutely have merch designed by the lovely and awesome Tracy Leshin. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
What did you do?
Speaking of Christmas gifts,
Oh, right.
Tracy
Yes,
and
yes,
his
yes.
wife Shelby, wonderful, awesome people. They sent me a massive, not me, us, a massive box of gifty goodness from Swiss Colony. Guys, there is bacon, sausage,
The bacon
summer
was so
sausage. The
good.
bacon was so good.
Yup.
Pancake mixes, sweet banana bread, a lemon bread, and an apple
Oh, the
date
banana bread
bread.
I think was for my coworker, but the other.
No,
person-
there were three.
Oh, okay.
There were three.
Never
There
mind.
was a banana bread in there, and frosting and syrup and so much goodness,
We
so much
couldn't eat it
wonderfulness.
all. We're saving some of it
We're-
for New Year's.
New Year's Day, I'm gonna be making some sausage and cheese omelets and everything else. It's wonderful. So check in the link below for merch designed by the one and only
It's
Tracy
so
Lesh.
cool.
Hoodies, t-shirts, pint glasses, stickers, prints, all
It's
kinds
quite
of
cold
cool
in the
stuff.
Northeast. I'm just saying, you might need a hoodie to stay warm.
That's right. That's right.
And the pockets, you could put all kinds of dice in there. Just saying.
So please, 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 if you would, go ahead and Josh said he'll build it proudly and try not to break it. Josh, I got to tell you something. Unless
They're
you're
hard
dropping
to
these
break.
on like a tiled floor, that is the beauty of Gundam
they're
kits.
well made. They
You're
are.
like, if they had had these when I was a kid, I would have gone freaking bananas because you are making a toy.
Yeah.
It's a fragile toy. You're not going to want to throw it against
But
the wall.
it's not easy to break.
But it's like, I don't like that. I don't like my Gundam just standing there. I want an action pose. Pose it in an action pose.
Mhm.
You want to use this on your tabletop?
You can.
Use it as a tabletop gaming piece.
You
Has
don't
little-
have to treat it like glass.
It has little rubber ball joints in it. Michael Connor, it's a Gundam. That's a meme.
I told you. He came and he said, "What do you think about?" I was thinking about this for his son. I said,
Yep.
Duh, yeah."
So I hope you'll enjoy this. I don't think it even does water transfers. I think it does actual stickers for the places where it
Water
has
transfers
stickers.
are a pain.
Water transfers can be kind of a pain in the butt. But
There.
you email me your deets. I will get this out to you after the first of the year, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So, and anyone who hasn't, what is poutine? Flavorless white gravy
You stop.
made by Canadians.
Now, my niece and nephew are half Canadian, and so
Yes,
Yeah,
but they've
stop.
gotten better.
You hush. You hush.
Hey, Dungeon Minister, we gave them Dungeon Minister. I feel where guild is required that we gave a Dungeon Minister to the Leafs. The day of the rake cannot come soon enough. Anyway, who did this? Who is responsible for this? Because we have given RuneWord Gaming became a member. RuneWord Gaming gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, RuneWord
Wow,
Gaming.
thank
God
you.
bless you so much. Thank you, RuneWord Gaming. That really, really helps. That is really, really awesome. Thank you.
I think Lexi's. She's punishing me. She's got her back to me.
Yep.
That is a super sus look. She's like,
Yep.
no. Oh wow, my cat is super.
You take
naughty.
umbrage with my take on poutine. Well, you know what? You gifted 5 memberships, so I take my scolding and I
told you.
retract what I said.
I told you.
Six Gun Symphony says mincemeat pie with a dollop of whipped cream is your favorite. I've had mincemeat once, and in the place and time where I was, a plate piled full of food, a glass full of nice heady fruity wine. It was fine. It was fine. Would I go out and get a mincemeat pie and be like, dessert? Probably not. But it was absolutely okay.
I've had
Roy
Guinness stew. It was fantastic. but I
Roy
can't
did a
stand
super
Guinness.
connect, said Roy. Yeah, I know. I got. I'm sorry. This is a later one from Roy Goodman. He says, "Much respect, Mrs. Delver. Your team played well."
Thank you. I'm still disappointed in the outcome, but hey, it's a game. It's how it goes.
Savo says the coffee shop is open this hour, so thought you'd buy one for me and the Lady Delver, but I'm not here, so I'll have to find one on your own. Yeah. But thank you, Savo. I
Coffee shop,
really
yeah.
appreciate that.
I want tea.
Do they serve tea at the coffee shop, Savo? Mrs. the Dungeon Delver needs to know, and I need to let her know.
Yeah, I leave the coffee to others.
No Tim Hortons in the heart of Kansas. Yeah, no Timbits. Sorry. You know what okay? So I got to share this because we're slowly cruising down to the bottom of the hour. But the weirdest thing I've ever seen to come out of Tim Hortons. This blew my mind. For a brief period, you could buy a laptop at Tim Hortons, a Tim Hortons themed laptop.
Okay.
It was like a super ultra low powered. Like they sold them in like Walgreens and CVS Pharmacy in around like 2010.
That's super odd.
It had like a 7-inch screen, but it was a Tim Horton themes laptop. Tim Horton. There's a channel, Michael MJD. If you watch him, he's a tech restorer guy. He's got a video on one. Somebody sent him the Tim Hortons laptop. It's not like, oh, you open it up and there's dipping cups for syrup. It is an actual laptop.
My inability to remember names is hitting me, but the YouTuber did a review of all the different Tim Horton foods, so that was really fun. Darn it. It's going to come to me at a weird moment, and I'll just like shout it out, and you'll be like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see.
I can see on my head.
I'm going to find this. I'm going to link this because we're just doing weird stuff like this.
Look fantastic.
Let's see.
Sometimes I feel like I'm missing out not liking coffee, but then I try it again and I go, no, I'm not. I still hate coffee. It smells fantastic. I can't stand it. And don't put ground espresso and anything chocolate to make it taste more chocolate. It doesn't. I can just taste the espresso. It doesn't matter how much is in there. I just do.
Okay, there.
Don't hide it from me.
There you guys go. There's the link if you want to watch us after my live stream. Thank you very much. Michael MJD has like 200,000 plus subs. I have
You have enough.
not that many.
You are enough.
I some people say I'm too much.
Yes, but you're you.
Some people say I'm a little extra. No, I'm not lying. I mean, I know it's Christmas and it's the time to be positive about this thing, but God, it sucked to lose to like 25 people unsubscribed. I kept saying, I'm going to come back. Don't leave because you think my content's bad. My content's going to get better. I'm just taking Christmas off.
He just assumes the reasons that people leave, and I keep telling him, just stop. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Wheeling Dragon is still holding me to the 10,000 subs thing when it happens. Wheeling Dragon, you better be here. If I hit 10K subs and I play that con, if you don't show up, I'll send people. I'll do it. I know.
People.
I got people all over the place. I got people that can move people.
You don't even know.
Your belt tells you you're a little. Have you got a cassock that like lets out in the back, Dungeon Minister? You're watching. Don't apologize for a super chat. Good Lord, never apologize for a super chat.
Nope.
Canuck says,
super
Colleen.
Chats means you never have to say you're sorry.
No. All About People, the Human Fund. I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to have missed anything. Any of your generous supers. Dungeoneer is trying to rickroll me in the chat. Kabuki had the ultimate Italian Christmas meal, spaghetti. So Tuesday night, was it Tuesday? Monday night.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday night, I came home. I made sausage and cheese balls. Sunday night, I made 2 cheesecakes.
You've been baking nonstop. I can't remember what day is what.
Monday, I made a batch of sausage and cheese balls. I made spinach cheese dip. I made tortellini for dinner.
Yeah, we got some of the easy stuff in.
Yeah, that was it. That was heating up.
Because you were baking like all day, so we just got like an easy dinner.
Yeah, and then I made cookies, and then yesterday I only made one thing. I only made one cheesecake because my oldest daughter, she needed a lot of the kitchen to prep the cinnamon rolls that we had for breakfast this
He's so
morning.
excited that you're like, I'm like, yay, everyone
All
else
right.
cooks and not me.
Kabuki Kid asked, sausage and cheese balls, what is this odd creation?
Oh, it's so good and
Kabuki,
it's so easy.
3, 2, 1. Remember that. 3, 2, 1. Here's what you need. 3 cups of Bisquick. 2 cups of finely shredded sharp cheddar cheese.
Sharp cheddar.
1 pound of ground sausage of your taste. I'm going to steer you away from Italian and maple sausage.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
be
if
weird.
that's your jam, do it.
Think because it's gonna be sort of biscuity and it's gonna have that sharp cheddar in
Yeah.
it. So Maple's gonna be a little weird with it.
So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm telling you to do. You take that ground sausage, set it out of the fridge, get it out at 9 in the morning. By 2 in the afternoon, it will be up to room temperature. And I know you're thinking like, Hub,
No,
trust me,
No.
it's going to be fine.
not room temperature like 32 degrees outside.
But you want it pliable. You want it
Mhm.
just, you can work it with your fingers. Because what you're going to do is you're going to press that into the bottom of a mixing bowl. You're going to throw your cheese on top. You're going to throw your Bisquick on top. And you're going to make a dough. Okay. You're going to break that into golf ball sized pieces. This will make about 30 to 36,
It makes a
depending.
lot.
Depending. You're going to put that on an ungreased nonstick cookie sheet. You're going to bake that at 400 degrees for 17 to 20 minutes. Basically, you want to go into your golden brown on top and then pull them out, let it rest for a minute, and then put them on a cooling rack. Enjoy.
They are amazing, and you won't be able to stop eating them.
You will not stop eating them.
And this comes from a woman who doesn't like sausage.
She doesn't like sausage.
Yeah, the what year or so that I spent in Northern Ireland as like a toddler, I like English sausage. I know it's weird. I don't like American sausage, but I love those things.
So sausage,
amazing.
yeah, sausage and cheese balls. They're great for a gaming group. You know, if you're like, hey guys, it's dwarven cram. You know,
You store them in the fridge. Okay, not at room temperature, because of course sausage. You take them out of the fridge and you reheat them like 2 on a plate in the microwave for like what 20 seconds.
yeah,
And they come out piping hot, and they're so good.
Yeah.
You can eat them cold too.
yeah. You can eat it. You can eat
Oh
them
my
cold.
gosh.
I've had them cold. They're good cold. James Seymour asks, "Is that pre-cooked or raw?" You want raw sausage?
Yes.
I know. That's
Like a tube
Yeah.
of like Dean's sausage, like you would get at the store.
Now, I am going to tell you, if you are concerned about food safety, and I completely understand, you can work the sausage cold. It's just a lot more work. You could try it in a stand mixer. You could try a potato masher to
But you're really
flatten it.
trying to get it all
But
together.
what you're trying to do is make a cohesive dough. You don't want layers. You don't want like, well, I've rolled it around
Yeah,
in
you
the
don't want a
Bisquick.
pocket of sausage in the middle of a thing.
But you're basically going to, when you're done mixing it, you want to reach in your bowl and pick up a ball and look down in your bowl, and there's nothing in there. Maybe just a little faint crumbs of Bisquick or something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
kind of becomes sort of homogenous.
Yeah.
You don't see,
Yeah,
oh, here's some cheese and here's some sausage. It's all
Yep.
one thing.
Yep, you're making dough. So again, you're going to break it into half to full golf ball sized pieces. Give a little space. Give a couple inches of space. If they stick together, so what?
Yep.
Um,
Don't worry.
you
can
cannot
break
cook
apart
them
maybe.
in a you can heat them in a microwave. You can't
After
cook
they're
them in a
cooked.
microwave.
Yeah, no. Because they have to
Um,
bake. It's like a biscuit.
and before anybody asks, no, I don't know how to make smaller quantities. You're just going to have to
Yeah.
experiment. But yeah, I like regular sausage. Colleen prefers when I do mild sausage.
And that's mostly just because of GERDs. I
Yeah.
I just can't handle more spicier things so much, which makes me sad. That's me.
33K7, are you dipping out? Good night to you, my friend. Be well in the new year. If I do not see you before that passage of time, take care. Take care. Cooking with Bill. I need a new segment. I'm launching. How do I change my YouTube name? I'm still thinking. Not Jane Seymour. I don't. You'd have to take that up with Google, James. But one thing I can tell you is don't let the sausage get warm.
Yeah, no.
Don't be like,
then, no.
yeah.
We had that happen once. We're like, just throw it out. Just get new sausage. We really didn't want to. Especially in Florida. We're not going to mess with that.
Yeah,
Ever. It's not worth it.
I have a frozen package of sausage that I set out. We went and did some errands, and when I came home, I was like,
"It should have been fine, but it
this
felt warm."
This isn't like, it should be slightly cold. Like when you open it up, it should be cold on your fingers still.
Mm-hmm.
So
it felt warm without opening it.
So I would say 5 hours on the outside.
Yeah, it's gonna get thrown away, but we put it in the freezer until garbage day because we have wild animals around. Sometimes bears, and we don't want to lure them to our garbage.
Yeah, if he's gonna eat it, he's gonna have a trash sickle that he can take somewhere else.
Florida black bears do not hibernate.
No.
So yeah,
they're year round.
They are.
Joe Kaufman heading out. Joe, thank you very much.
Bye, Joe.
Take care of yourself. Do again. I need those. It was Joe who won, right? Was it Joe? Yeah. Anyway, whoever you are. Actually, I can just look over at the list like a normal sane person. Josh Butler. I'm sorry, Josh Butler. The J threw me. The J threw me. Josh, thank you, Dungeon Minister. Keep it, and Colleen keeping me honest here. So good night, Joe. Thank you for stopping by. We are almost to the bottom of the hour. And
be my price next.
Yes, it will be Colleen's prize. So if you're thinking of heading out, if you can stick around, because we will go from the bottom of the hour to the quarter of the hour, and then we'll probably wrap.
I hope you like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Florida black bears may not hibernate, but do winnie owl bears? No, they're. In fact, that's why they're so angry.
Mm-hmm. They never get enough rest.
That's why they have a bear instinct to hibernate, but the owl part won't let them.
It's so sad, really. They're up all night.
But anyway, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. I know it might make a lot more sense to roll 1d24 and pick off the list, but I feel like
we might have caught some new people.
One, we might have gotten new people. Two, some people might not be here anymore because I know some of you guys have split. So I'm just gonna boop. That is gone. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna do it again at the bottom of the hour. We're gonna do the we're gonna do the code word again.
Give them a different code word.
Nope, we're gonna keep the same code word. It keeps me. Let's see. It keeps me on track. So.
Alrighty. Oh my goodness.
And yes, my wife's cat is blissing out over here on the chair of my office, on the arm of my office chair. Let's see. James asks, do you have a favorite Bill role-playing story that's polite enough for this channel?
Well, so many.
Yeah, don't get me demod, hun.
He asked you, I thought.
Do what?
Didn't he ask you?
No, he asked.
Oh.
He asked you. He said, "Do you have?"
Okay. Mine is probably. I think it was one of the. I think it was the was it the tournament game in Tampa. And it was one of the pre-gen characters, and I was playing the halfling. I think it was the halfling, right? The thief.
Okay.
And the party was up against like a dragon, and everybody was either really getting injured or dying, and I hit some of the rolls just right and was able to run up its back and hit the roll to save the party and kill the dragon.
I remember that now.
Yeah, that was pretty terrific. So that was one of my favorite stories. So I don't care for playing halflings, but I do love playing a thief. Sneaky backstabbing is something I do enjoy quite a bit. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, it had been a frustrating game.
She backstabbed a dragon. By the way, if
My
you guys
backstabbery is a thing of beauty.
if you guys are wondering about that, if you guys are wondering about that campaign, that is one of the WGH modules, WGH 5.
So you remember all the details better than I do, but I just remember the glee.
Which you
Finally killing that
you
damn
guys
thing.
you guys can get the links to it. You guys can get the links to it off my social media. WGH 2, 3, 4. Wait, is it WGH 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. So if you guys actually, it's you can have a DD2 as well. Can I turn the volume up? David, I'm sorry. I keep leaning away from the mic, David. I'm used to having my mic over here. We were originally supposed to have 2 microphones, and then I found out
One decided to die
like
or
10
something.
minutes before that StreamYard, my virtual audio cable, and what do you call it?
weren't playing.
OBS were not playing well together, despite the fact that OBS could hear the mic.
Okay.
And the virtual audio cable software could hear the mic. StreamYard wasn't hearing the mic, so I apologize for leaning away. So
You gotta lean in.
yeah, I keep forgetting the mic's
Pretend
over
you
there,
like me.
and I'm sitting back over here because I'm used.
And the cat's
I'm
in
used
the
to
way.
having that. Yeah, and I also can't rest my arm over here too much. But anyway,
But that
okay.
was one of my favorite in-game things, and I think my favorite character was my paladin, Rosamund.
Yes.
She was really kick-ass. I don't normally play like the up-close characters. I want a little distance, you know.
Okay. Are there format changes? You know what, Praxis? We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Right now, if you want in on the last gift giveaway for the Christmas season 2024, right now, I want you to type in the chat this. I want you to type this into the chat. I will put you in the list. All right.
Your name shall be written in the list. What's your rewriting? You're writing a thing.
I'm getting people's names on the list.
Okay. Just checking. So I can tell them the story of the gift. I won't tell them the gift. Okay. So the way it came about was I had purchased a gift for Mr. the Delver. I had kind of forgotten. I got him a couple things earlier in the year, like around September, October, and squirreled them away like I do, because we have 5 birthdays over December and January, so one must prepare for these things. So I had squirreled it away. And a few weeks ago, my aunt, who lives in South Florida, called me, which she does sort of very rarely, but she said, "Oh, I saw this thing, and I thought perhaps Bill would like this." And I thought, "Oh, that sounds terrific." You know, and she's on a sort of fixed income, but she said found it at a great price, and I said, "Look, you know, I don't want her to spend a bunch of money," but she said, "Oh, I think you really like this. What do you think?" And I said, Oh, sure, yeah, you know, that's fine. I knew she wasn't going to spend a lot of money on it. So she said, "Oh, then I'll go ahead and get it." And then we had a nice chat about a bunch of other things. So a few days later, this arrives in the mail, and I open it up, and I'm thinking, this looks sort of vaguely familiar. And I'm like, I don't know why. So later, my older daughter and I are bringing some things out, and she's reminding me that, hey, Mom, the time passes because I am chronologically challenged. If you know me, you know this is true. So we're bringing some things out, and I'm going through things, consolidating packages and whatnot, and I'm like, oh no, how do I have 2 of this? I'm like, this is clearly the one that my aunt sent me. I have one of these. My older daughter looks at me and goes, "Mom, what did you do?" And I said, "Well, I planned this well, didn't I?" I don't remember purchasing this, but clearly the invoice has my name on it. Clearly I had the same good idea my aunt did. So clearly it was less than $20. And I'm like, this was a great idea. And yes, this is something he would love. So I know that his audience love it too. So I kind of put it away and I was like, And meanwhile, my daughter is laughing her ass off at me. Well deserved. So I'm like, I said, so I kind of started thinking about this. And I'm not sure what to do about this. I'm like, well, whatever. And then a few days later, he comes and he asks me about the Gundam model. And I'm like, I think they love that. And I went, by chance, do you have a gift for the last week of December? And he said, I don't. I said, I have something I'd like to suggest, but I don't want to tell you what it is. Because it's a thing that I might actually have two of. So he came up with the very clever idea of, well, okay, we could do it Christmas night. That way we'll have already opened mine. I was like, oh, thank God. So, funny story, as we would have said in this, yeah, no shit, there I was. Story about this gift. So, I hope that you will all enjoy it. The story is very funny. I'm laughing at myself. But yeah, so I think you'll like it. Feel free to laugh. I am laughing. And I will probably continue to laugh about that story for many years to come. And it's the least upsetting thing about some of the gifts that I attempted to get this year. That was a bit snake bit.
So James Seymour says, how did I trick you into marrying me? Really, there was no trick. It just came down to good form. Chloroform. But,
no. He was highly trainable. I knew what I was doing. See, he's actually highly intelligent because he married me.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I just ran up and said, does this smell like knockout gas to you? So,
Ha ha.
All right. But when we started dating, she had so many questions. When are you going to let me see my parents? Could you please take the chain link fencing off the window? Lots of silly questions like that.
No, it's something to do with the class we were both in at college and going into the cafeteria and the highly embarrassing yet highly amusing
Enchanter Tim impression.
Enchanter Tim impression, yeah. Huge, great fangs! Yeah. It's hilarious.
That was fun.
Yeah. He's his own target audience. He always has been and always will be. And that was something that I really can't ever be, so we balanced out rather well.
When will I be when will I be lowering down the bucket? So many questions from her. Let's see. Joanna Shipley says, sounds like I'm a smooth operator. Smooth operator.
Yeah, no.
All right. So, all right.
I don't trust smooth operators. So
yes.
No. So many trust issues.
All right. So, I have a list of names here of communists in Hollywood.
If
Sorry,
mommy
no,
is a
that's
commie,
a different.
then you got to turn her in.
Then you got to turn her in. All right, so here we go. This is the list of entries that I have on the second and final gift drawing.
Only speak up if you're not on it and should be.
Exactly. Only speak up if you are not on it and you should be.
Yeah.
Vinny, Noda Bartolo, Kabuki Kid, Connect One, Dungeoneer, Rune Weird Gaming, Jeff, the greatest dungeon master alive, Mike Dymart, Mark Markham, Michael Dale, the Dungeon Minister, Balthazar, Lord Misfit, Praxis Taliogero, Wheeling Dragon, Ravan 21, Jorge Uribe, Damien X247, David Mills, James Seymour, Mobius, Great Old Ones, Sketchosaurus Rex, Tony Wagenhauser, Michael Connor, Esoteric Order of Nerdery, and Christopher Sims. Atomic FX, I see your speak up there. So 27. Now I can't roll 2d13. He messed it up. I'll roll a d13 and a d14. Let's see. Atomic F. Okay. We'll do one more tally again at Communist in the White House is a better band name. I like that. Um, all right. So Atomic FX hopped in. We will do a final roll call at the quarter hour, and then we will lock it, and we will draw. We will draw at the top of the hour, and it will be.
Which hour is it? I don't.
The top of the hour will be 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So
I know we started like at 9, but I literally have no sense of the passage of time.
at any rate, someone asked me. Someone asked me about am I planning on any format changes for 2021, 2025? Sorry. I glanced down and saw the number.
I know I can't
glanced down and saw the number 21. Anyway, not so much. I will be launching the 3D printing channel. I've got my eye on the Bamboo Labs A2. So I want to get my first 3D printer tuned up and
get more stuff in here.
Not knock some stuff. No, actually, that's why I got rid of the old toy chest. I've got room out there now.
Ah, I wondered. Okay.
So,
alrighty then.
So the 3D printing channel will launch. Doomsword Deathmaster and I have got our eyes on launching a PC tech channel. There won't be any crossover. Like I won't be coming in doing like, oh, I'm going to talk about fixing computers. Because it will burn my channel down if I do that. I've said this before. Like if I went out, if I just got like a wild hair and I found like, a clapped out Thunderbird and I was really passionate about fixing it and I did these great videos on it and I uploaded them to the Delver's Dungeon channel, YouTube would bury me. You guys would never see the video, and the people who like vintage car restos would never see the video. YouTube would basically just go, I don't know what to do with you.
So lame.
So maybe if somebody stumbles on your videos, good luck. I'm not trafficking with you.
Like you can never have two divergent interests like that.
So the 3D printing channel, the computer tech channel, and of course, Nerd Council of Doom, 3 separate things. We're definitely going to mention each other's channels on Nerd Council of Doom because it falls into that broad spectrum of geek stuff. Maybe a little bit of discussion about that sort of thing on the 3D printing channel because I 3D print for tabletop. I'm not like, can we make a working carburetor 3D printed with PETG? You actually can do that, but that's not what my 3D printing channel is going to be about. So which channel will have the cooking recipes? Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me here. Anyway, so who knows? Maybe you'll get a Delver cookbook one day. I just photocopy my Betty Crocker handbook and mail it out as a PDF there. Shirtless cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna be making pastrami in my kitchen with the window open and the AC off, just a fan blowing on me, just a webcam pointing at me. Just periodically glance up, pick it up with a tongs, shake it off. What are you looking at? Just have a cigar stuck in my jaw, slop it back down in there. Anyway, so that is an image. You guys out there talking about Edison trying to destroy Tesla, get back to me when you want to talk about Ford, Chrysler, and GM destroying Preston Tucker. All right.
Honda and Nissan are going to merge.
Oh, I know. That's wild.
Weird. Like, wow.
That's wild. Mobius says no pastrami bacon. No, I get burns on me, man. Are you crazy?
No, thank you.
Bill's got an apron kiss the cook. I don't have a kiss the cook apron. I have a lovely Alabama apron that you bought me once upon a time. Yep. I quite like it. Yeah, no, Preston Tucker was so gifted, so brilliant. A lot of his stuff was very, very much like like all padded dashes, shoulder belts. People testified against Tucker because they thought, like, you'll trap people in their cars if you put Tucker. And they didn't think that. They did, but they pitched it to help destroy. Don't get me wrong. Preston Tucker was also a bit of a snake oil salesman. He was selling stocks for his auto company before he had an auto company. He had a helicopter engine factory that he was given dirt cheap or for nothing by Howard Hughes, who was kind of entering his phase. But he tried to crowdfund in the days when that wasn't a thing, and the SEC, that is the Securities Exchange Commission, that caught up with him. Not the Southeastern Conference. You know, Bear Bryant wasn't like storming it. Now listen, God damn it, I'm here to tell you to make cause. Don't take people's money till you got cause to sell. You know, just that houndstooth hat glares at you. Crimson, hello. SEC, my brother, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, see you on New Year's Day. Roll Tide. Anyway, this is taking shape. Delver dancing shirtless while cooking complicated meals in the breeze. Breeze of a fan.
Oh, my head. Oh, man.
All right. Okay, so we are at the quarter hour mark. Any final entries for the contest? We have, I'm going to run down this again real quick, lightning quick. If you don't hear your name, you got to put it back in the chat. Don't say, you missed me. Just put it in the chat.
I have a feeling you're going to want it.
Vinny, Kabuki Kid, Kanek, Dungeoneer, Rune Weird Gaming, Jeff the Greatest Dungeon Master Live, Mike Dymart, Mark Markham, Michael Dale, The Dungeon Minister, Balthazar, Lord Misfit, Praxis Talio Garo, Wheeling Dragon, Rayvan 21, Jorge Uribe, Damien X247, David Mills, James Seymour, Mobius, Great Old Ones, Sketchosaurus Rex, Tony Wagenhauser, Michael Connor, Esoteric Order of Nerdery, Christopher Sims, Atomic FX. Okay. I'll wait just a few seconds for the chat to catch up. But you guys, if you didn't hear, you know, if you think you didn't hear, say so, and I'll be able to check the list really, really quick. 172 people watching. By the way, we have got
Hello, Lexi.
40 over here on Twitter, or 40 over here on YouTube, 132 views, not necessarily people watching, but views over on Twitter, which is awesome. Yeah, I loved how Edison.
Ow, son of a. That is my shoulder.
I love how Edison showed the unaliving of an elephant to prove DC was safer.
Oh, that's
like, dude. Rory will just stop and see who wins.
Man,
okay, that's it. I am. Yeah, Kitty Cat got a little. She's upset because Mrs. the Dungeon Delver is here, not out there, and it's not in this hour of night. The cat would be in here driving me nuts.
Yep.
But her world has been turned upside down. There were piles of boxes. There's a tree she can't climb.
She does not take change well.
We literally yesterday we went in and out of the house like 5 times as a family.
Yeah, because we went to go see my folks.
It's blowing her mind.
And I'm in the chair that normally is over there that she
prefers.
While Daniel's online, so she's mad at me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. We are locked down. We are rolling.
The dungeon cat is just punishing me.
I am pulling up Discord and rolling now.
Woohoo.
So here we go. I'm
not good at drum roll. I was not the percussion part of the orchestra. It was strings. Can't really do a drum roll.
1 D 27.
Flashing lights on your monitor. Blah.
Flashing lights on my monitor?
Yeah, the one on the
side. Up there.
Sometimes if I lean forward then they start flashing super fast, and I'm like
yeah, it's just on like a random pattern generator. Okay.
My own fault.
Familiar is thinking. Okay, here we
Dun,
go.
dun,
Alrighty, and we have
excited.
let's
I'm
see.
excited.
No, I'm sorry. It's stuck again.
That's okay. I'm still excited.
All right. Okay, there we go. And I'm kind of surprised because it did this again.
What?
Hang on a second.
What did it do?
All right. Because we got the same one
Huh.
as before.
What number?
Yes. So here we go.
Because that was random. I watched that.
Yes.
Can confirm.
15. We got a 15 again on our 1D27. And that is Rayvan21, a newcomer to these parts. Rayvan21,
Right.
congratulations,
Woohoo.
Rayvan21.
You won my gift.
Congratulations to you, Rayvan21. I want to thank everyone who has played these. Rayvan21, would you like to see the gift that you are
I
receiving?
really hope so, actually.
So let
'Cause
me
I
know,
think the rest of
Rayvan21.
everybody else would like-
Rayvan, you see an email address going by down there, don't you? Do me a favor, send me your shipping information to that. If you are out of the country, I will try to arrange a drop ship to you from some way, somehow. Raven says, yes, yes, yes. Raven wants to know.
I need to show.
Okay, get it.
Okay.
Raven21.
And this is the one that I purchased, not the one that my aunt purchased. Ready? Everybody ready? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stick 'em.
Ta-da! It is
The Dungeons and Dragons.
Heroes Feast official D&D cookbook. Haha! Guys, I find it very funny that you guys are all talking about getting recipes, and this is what I happened to
I
get.
know, I had to bite my tongue.
I know. You couldn't plan this. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's got really pretty
Da, da,
pictures
da, da.
inside.
Really
beautiful artwork. I mean, look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. You're not wrong.
Roast Halfley on page said, okay, can I substitute fresh Kender, Dungeon Minister? Can I use Kender instead of Halfling? It's not that I don't want to use the Halflings, I just hate Kender.
But these illustrations are beautiful.
Yes,
I was just showing.
they're gorgeous. No, we all know how I feel about Wizards of the Coast, but damn it, a good cookbook's a good cookbook.
Right? It is beautiful.
Well, you know, I saw
Some of them are photos, but most
Raven
of it's
just
artwork.
got a fancy pan for Christmas and can really cook
Alright.
fancy.
I mean, candied apples? Heck yeah! Sign me up.
Okay.
Hand pies. Yeah, lots of beautiful artwork. This is a hefty book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pay no attention to the price on the back. That was not what we paid.
James Seymour won something one time for me, and I never shipped any. It was on drive-through. I told you it was on drive-through. Creature Chronicles. Thanks for entertainment while programming. You're very welcome, Creature Chronicles. Happiest of holidays to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I did want to say I'm almost glad because I wanted, like, literally, if I could just say everybody in the chat gets a gift this year, I would do that. I would do it in a heartbeat. If I hit the
I
lottery,
just like giving presents.
I won't tell, but there will be signs. Everybody tonight gets this. You know, just
like Oprah. You get a car. You get a present.
essentially,
And you get a present. And you get a present.
I would become the Delver Winfrey or Oprah Delver. Oprah Delver.
Return to your keyboard.
Yeah. Anyway, but no. When I saw when I saw where Wheeling Dragon I'm not showing any favoritism. This could be anybody, but I'm just saying because Wheeling Dragon has entered every time. And I saw Wheeling Dragon enter in at slot 14, and then I rolled the dice and I was like, 15. Oh, I think that it's Raven 21, which is equally awesome. But then you said you already have the book. So it's all good. You would have been like, oh, wonderful.
Right. Yeah,
Great. I
that's
have two.
well, that would have been extra ironic since I'd already had the book too.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, this is like the ET cartridges that Atari made. They made more cartridges than people had bought Atari 2600s.
oh man.
Oh my gosh! What, we all win cars? Hey, like I said,
Well,
Mobius,
yeah.
there will be signs.
You didn't say they would be
Yeah, what-
Matchbox cars.
You know, you guys just go out to your mailboxes one Monday, and each of you has a wood grain OD&D set.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I have $1 billion. I can do stuff like that if I wanted to.
Did they get a lotto winner?
I don't. I honestly don't. Does anybody know if the Powerball hit?
Million jackpot or something. I don't usually follow those things, but
Yeah.
that popped up on my radio.
I'll play it just on a lark. I'm not a lottery guy. I'm not.
Yeah.
If I let me tell you, if I hit that point, and I'm saying this to you, my audience, and to you, my darling wife, if I ever go buy a lottery wallet, it's a narrow, it looks like a wallet, but it's long enough so you can put lottery, and it's got little for lottery. If I do that,
you better not.
get me help.
Oh yeah, no.
Get me
Before
help.
you get to that point, there will be trouble.
I'll walk into 7-Eleven during good money times and say, here's $2, give me a quick pick on the Powerball, you know. But I'm not like, okay, I got a system.
Oh no.
Because all the people who have a system are just
That's
as
a
broke as
problem.
me.
Yeah.
But I like doing it when it's like $2 billion. I just like the idea of one day I'm a bum, the next day I wield more money than the national budget of
many countries.
yeah, like like El Salvador. I could just buy El Salvador. I want to buy your country.
Send me your children. No,
Sell me your entire country. Belize, I would like to buy you. Please let me buy you, Belize.
a lot of Americans have been retiring to Belize.
Yeah, I've heard that because you can move to Belize with $30,000 and live for 6 years. You know,
crazy, right?
Although I will tell you a funny Belize story if you guys don't know this.
See, you can talk about anything.
John McAfee, the guy who started out in software and they slapped his name on that horrible antivirus software you can't remove, who may not actually be. I don't think John McAfee is not alive anymore. I think he's still alive.
I'd be hiding.
But John McAfee moved to Belize for a while because of just some like words fail me. Google it. But John McAfee, he was worried that the government of Belize, like after a while, because they figured out he is an insanely rich American.
Don't.
He's an insanely rich American. And is he, is he, you'll find them, Wheeling. I know, honey, you will find them. So McAfee threw a grand party and invited like the prime minister, the chief of the state police of Belize, their defense minister, and everybody. And the party gift bags he gave everybody were tablets. He gave everybody tablets. And if they didn't want a tablet, he gave them a mobile phone. He stuffed them full of spyware and sat there and monitored their communications and found out, yes, the government of Belize is trying to figure out a way to incarcerate him and take most of his money and land. And they're working with the U.S. government trying to get him extradited. So he was 100% right. And
just because there aren't spiders on you doesn't mean you shouldn't be paranoid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Yeah. So just real quick, just real quick, I want to I did get a few D&D-ish gifts from Mrs. the
Yes.
Dungeon Delver and my wonderful kids. I'm going to show off a few. I showed off the Frazetta Tarot. Um, and also I got, let's see, I got this. This is a wonderful collection of note cards and postcards, the 50th anniversary from the United States Postal Service.
They had some cool stuff.
This is really, really rather cool box set. I haven't even opened this yet, but there's note cards. There is a set of the stamps. Includes 10 die cast full stamped note cards, 10 envelopes, 10 matching forever stamps, and some other goodies. If you want to show that real quick, Colleen. There you go. That is way zoomed in. Let me see if I can real quick. I'm going to try and zoom that out, but I think that is just super close. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can zoom that out. Don't do that. Let's see. Configure video.
Or I could just lift it up.
We are completely, we are zoomed back as far as we can, guys, on that.
How's it?
Oh, there you go. That's good.
'Cause,
It's
you
playing
know,
with focus a little bit, but yeah,
'cause,
that's
you know,
nice. So you guys are kind of getting a good view there. It's very nice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Studio Cam on that and show off some other things. I'm a sucker for D&D merch, so I got
You
these
are.
stamps.
And the T-shirt is quite nice.
It is a very nice T-shirt.
It's a very nice.
Again, from the United States Postal Service. I think for our friends in other countries, you can order the. I don't think the USPS would have
I think
any.
USPS wants your money.
They want your money.
Yep.
They're a private
And who could blame
corporation,
them?
so
They're not. They're not. They're U.S. government.
so there we are. It's lovely.
United States Postal Service is a federal agency.
All right, let's see. We'll tuck this right back in here for now. There you go. She wants to organize. Are D&D stamps still available? You know what? Let's find out together. After I show off a little bit more swag. Now this I can show up. This is a red dragon. This is the Elmore red dragon on a cloisonne pin that is just sumptuous.
Yes, it had. It's all limited edition, but if you go to the USPS website, they have a whole section on different limited edition pins and other things that they're doing, stamps and such. You should be able to look for like the D&D 50th edition, 50th anniversary items.
Oh, RuneWord Gaming, thank you so much. Thank you so much. RuneWord Gaming says, discovering this channel tonight was an amazing Christmas present to myself. What a great community. We have some pretty decent folks around here. We really do. We run the gamut.
You can see that United States Postal Service, and yes, it's not a private corporation, my dear husband. They are federal employees. Thank you very much. Get it right.
They're putting tracking devices in your mail, folks.
You can track your packages.
See? You're one of them.
Dude, seriously.
Oh my gosh.
You're lucky I love you. You're so lucky.
All right. So anyway, there you go.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. Man.
Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Oh, did Dungeon Minister step out? Been running since Sunday. I imagine you have. Merry Christmas. God bless you, Dungeon Minister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you. Love you to death, Padre. See you next month for Nerd Council of Doom. Let's see. All right, USPS.
USPS.com. I'm not sure if it's .gov, but it might be.
This Google is fairly forgiving. This should take me. Let's see.
Yeah, USPS.com. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, they have.
should be able to put the link in your...
Actually, I'm going to share this with you guys. Share screen, share screen, share screen, share screen, share screen. So they do have some goodies there, and I'm not dissing your awesome super chat. Let's see. So you can get sheets without die cuts. A set of one is $87.60. I don't know if they still have merch.
Is quite a lot of stamps. But from there, you should be able to jump around and see the other things that are available, I believe.
Let's see, by category.
Oh,
yes, they have bookmarks. They have stamps.
Note cards, T-shirts.
Yes, so they still have plenty of stuff on the website. You absolutely can. Merry Christmas to you, Savo. I'm looking forward to seeing so many more adventures with Feifel in 2025. And when you're rich and famous and making all that artist money from Heavy Metal Magazine, just remember us little folks down here and come on my show for an interview. But I'm serious. Love you to pieces. Thank you. Okay, so yes, rock the stamps. Oh, you're heading out, Kabuki. Good night, Kabuki.
Bye, good night.
Everybody that wants Kabuki on the live chat, please put Kabuki 2025 in the live chat, and we'll make that happen. I tease a lot of my friends. Oh, there's a very heavy cookbook in this bag of swag that I was going to show off. I think
one that you got from my aunt, perhaps.
It is, actually.
It looks shockingly like the one we just gave away.
And this, which you guys are probably going to end up seeing a lot of, is the print.
These are actual stamps.
Yeah, this is not just a poster. And honestly, if I could get Paul Stormberg to do it, I would get Larry Elmore's autograph on that. But I don't think I can make that happen. I don't have that much pull with either of them. So yes, this I got quite a few nice non-D&D related things that are really of no interest to folks out there probably. So I want to be careful about where I set this. And my floor
has actual glass.
Yes, my floor is a minefield right now of cables and whatnot. But anyway, those are some of the lovely gifts I got. Those are some of the lovely gifts I gave. New computer. Yes. Did you show them your?
I haven't had a chance to show
Okay, well here, the missus is very into Brighton charms.
Well, I'm very picky.
So we're over on table. Kim, show them.
So I also tend to like snow globes. I don't like collect a ton of them, but this is a charm that I got for my birthday in early December. Because why get a Christmas charm on Christmas? You can wear it for like a week. That's kind of lame. But it's really cute. And it's a snow globe. Which I just thought was the coolest thing ever. So this is the newest addition for my Christmas charms.
I wish it was a real snow globe.
Right, that would be awesome. But I can understand why they wouldn't. It would be super fragile. Yeah. And these things take a beating.
Runeward wants to know, what game is Mrs. Delver looking forward to playing on her new system? It would not surprise me if you got back into some Diablo 3.
Oh, I haven't played Diablo in a long time. I did like Diablo.
Yeah. Diablo 3, maybe even 4, who knows?
There's a 4?
Yeah, there's a 4 out now.
Jeez, I am so behind.
No, it's okay. I am too. Yeah. RRTNZ, Merry Christmas. You recently learned that Tomb of Horrors is a Kobayashi Maru test of D&D. It certainly is. We did have a great day. RRTNZ, live long and prosper. Thank you so much, and happiest of holidays to you. And thank you for the super.
Those are my other charms from years past. So.
Yes. So I got her some charms. I got her the Cure album. I got her some computer software. I got her a collection of. Well, I'm sitting here rattling off your stuff. You go ahead.
Yes. Excuse me. Let me think. So I got a set of I guess movies that I kind of fell in love with, and I was super mad that the last one never got made. I was like, you get hooked. You can get hooked into like a set of shows or something, and then you realize that it got canceled before they could finish them, and you're like, I got catfished. That's so rude. But they were available on DVD, so I was very happy about that. So I'll get to watch them over and over and still be mad that they didn't end. But hey, so I have those. Kind of like mysteries. So I was surprised how much I liked them. so those are really good. So I was very happy to get those. I think, yeah, I was very happy to get the Cure album.
Mm-hmm.
Got my Gambit shirt. Super excited about that. Oh my gosh.
Did I mention the monitor? I can't remember if we mentioned the monitor.
It's a 27-inch monitor, slightly curved. I'm super happy about that.
144 hertz Asus gaming monitor.
Yep. But yeah, no, I haven't had a new computer in a long time.
It's been a minute.
It's
been a minute.
Yeah.
Runeward Gaming says, check out Path of Exile 2, Mrs. Delver. It's early access, but I'm enjoying it so much more than Diablo 4. I'll send you a link.
Cool. A lot of times, like I'll go to like Jigsaw Planet, and I'll do sometimes just after work or something because I'm just completely brain fried, and I'll just kind of do puzzles until like my hands cramping and my eyes are like dry.
I gotta be honest. I still fire up classic Doom. I mean, I use like free look and stuff like that because I can't with the you can't look, you can't duck, you can't jump. I ain't got time for that, but yeah.
I can't play first-person shooters, which is
unfortunately not.
I kind of got out of a lot of computer gaming because for quite a long time that was really all that was being released was first-person shooters, and I can't play them. I get really motion sick, which is really frustrating. So I just couldn't do them, and I didn't have a lot of time to get into really immersive games.
Yeah.
But I am a voracious reader, so most of the time I have I take my Kindle everywhere.
Right.
I can't go to the store without having my Kindle with me. And my kids tease me all the time. I don't care.
It's our emotional support Kindle.
It is. I have, yep, goes everywhere.
And I will mention that if you guys saw me heft this thing up, you might notice, or maybe you won't because it's kind of a view, a lack of any kind of optical drive. Yes, I did get her an external optical drive for it, so she can her things she has on disc she will still be able to use.
Yeah, because we're just kind of slowly just buying physical media again.
Yes, buy your books and your movies, boys and girls. Buy your books and your movies, and if you can get them, buy physical copies of your games.
Oh yeah.
Wheeling Dragon asks, what kind of books do you... Oh, I shouldn't have... No, she didn't ask that, Colleen. She said, she was asking me, Mr. Delver. It's science fiction and fantasy. That's all we need to...
You know what? Shut up, you.
Now, is that a nice thing to say on Christmas?
Sure. Yeah, why not? So,
all right.
Harsh on what I like, then, yes. Come from a background of, high fantasy, Tolkien, your middle name is Arwen, I mean, come on. Hello. But yeah, it branched out into lots of different kinds of things. I kind of get tired of people kind of harshing on, well, you read romance? Oh. Well, yeah, some of it's actually really good. Like the stuff with explosions and plots and spies and stuff, doesn't have to be super racy. Some of it is. I'll read almost anything. There's a lot of good sci-fi out there. So I follow a lot of independent authors because a lot of the big publishing houses get really expensive, and I'm not paying $14.95 for an ebook, But a lot of independent authors will have stuff for free, 99 cents or for $2.99 or something, or $1.99. I'm willing to invest something like that for an independent author.
That is from Wheeling Dragon.
Nice, excellent. But yeah, and I kind of got into it sort of like historical fiction, which kind of didn't really realize was kind of more in the romantic genre, and I was like, romance, what the heck is this? And then kind of got into sort of more the romantic suspense, because I really like good suspense. Like if I'm going to a movie, I don't actually like rom-com movies so much. I'll read them, but I don't really want to watch them. I don't care. I want explosions. I like to watch a really good, like a suspense or action movies. Like, I like John Wick movies, Die Hard is a Christmas movie for me. Thank you very much. If you say it's not a Christmas movie, you might not be my friend for long. That's my bag. I mean, we did a summer where we watched all the, like the film noir
We went
Great time.
through the
The gangster
Godfather.
movies.
We
Yeah.
went through the Godfather trilogy. We watched Once Upon a Time in America,
Mm-hmm.
Miller's
Yeah.
Crossing,
So good.
uh, Casino,
Mm-hmm.
Goodfellas. We even watched kind of at the end of that arc. We watched
Yeah.
uh, Scarface with Al
Right.
Pacino.
Well, so all of those movies, and even like things like
We also did a spaghetti western run a few months after that.
yeah, that was a lot. But then you get into like some of the spy thrillers and things, all those super popular movies and books. All of those movies that I love. There's also romance genres that are really well done. That I mean, if you think about it, Hollywood always wants to have some sort of little fry of romance in there. Television shows do it too. So I mean, oh, why not read it? They're just as good, sometimes better, honestly. Um, anyway, there's a lot of really good authors out there to do romantic suspense with military themes. When you think about it, and all of them are have happy endings. So you're reading books, and a lot of the authors, independent authors, have served themselves, are veterans, or are wives of veterans, which I have massive respect for. I work with a lot of veterans as coworkers, and it's nice that they have these happy endings in these books. So they go, yeah, maybe not all of it's realistic, but I'm not reading it for realism. I'm reading it for an escape. You know, I don't care if it's not high literature. I read literature. I've read it before. It's great. That's not always what I want. But some of them are really fantastic, and they can. If anyone's interested in some recommendations, shoot a note to the husband, and you better send me the information. But I'll be happy to recommend some because these authors are really fantastic, and they're out there, and they work hard and they make an honest living, and they love what they do. And there's a lot of really great conventions out there. And I go to a lot of them with my friend, and we have a great time. It's a really supportive community of readers and authors. Just super nice. Just really nice people. So, yeah, you can go on about it forever. So,
Well, you should know you're getting a lot of good comments in here. The way this was supposed to be is I was going to be sitting a little bit further that way,
yeah.
and Colleen would basically have had a whole monitor to herself, and then this audio fracas I've got decided to
Yeah.
shit the bed. It's far enough along I can say shit, fuck, goddamn,
All right.
whatever.
Well, you didn't tell me because
But well, I can't go crazy with it. It's the PG-13 thing. I can do a little bit,
okay.
but so I've got to
experimental.
go on here. Good night, Christopher Sims. Be well.
Good night.
Let's see. I was gonna. Oh, Kamichi Sullen stopped in from Twitter. X. Hello, Kamichi. Yes, this is where the chat is. Thank you for popping up. I love all my folks over on X. I love you guys to pieces, and I got to tell you something. I know. Look at my Twitter bio. We're not. All I'm going to say is, because I've curated my Twitter feed, all I talk about is classic tabletop RPGs, and the community of writers and creators over there that I have found and interactive with are all fantastic people. I promise you, if you come over there and you just talk to me and Wheeling Dragon and even Tim Imholt, but definitely Elven Maid in and so on, you will float miles above the stuff everybody hates about that kind of social media.
Yep.
And if you just focus on the things you love, don't run through a field of bullshit and then run up to your friends having a picnic saying, would you look at what's all over my feet? Can you believe what happened over there? Just walk around it. Just take another path to get to where you are, and you'll have a good time. And I really, really enjoy all of my people that I have met over there. I've met people that I want to meet in real life now through Twitter,
just
and
don't bother
I've
following
interacted.
anything else. I'm not on Twitter at all. I just don't bother. I don't do a lot online.
Kamichi says, "We love you too. I'm just here to gawk at my missing childhood behind you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And as I tell people, this is not a set.
Nope.
This I take these books down, I use them, I play with them, I read them all the time.
There's no point in
I
having
watch.
these things if you don't use them.
I got excited. I think it's still around in some form, but it was a tech YouTuber channel, and I remember seeing like amongst the high tech stuff. I'm gonna can't go too crazy. Gaming stuff, and I gushed in the chat everything. Oh my god! I see you got the BFRPG book. I know the guys who worked on BFRPG, and oh, you've got dice like lined up on your monitor, and blah 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 blah. And the next time I caught their show, like the following week, all that was gone, and it was just like Gundam stuff and weeaboo stuff, and I'm like, oh, it was props. Okay, you guys didn't like record this in your room with your stuff. This is not that. This is my library.
This is well loved and well used.
It's what I love. All right, so Elizabeth Wheatley and Willow Winters are two authors.
I know the name Willow Winters. Yeah.
Wheatley had to dip, but she left those before.
Nice.
And Stacy Von Hagert, her Forged trilogy. Has a good amount of spice, but the stories, I guess you guys know what that is. Chris, have a lovely evening. Ray Van is also digging it too. She's saying, I like everything, including romance. Any good fantasy novel should have romance.
There's a lot of good fantasy
in
romance.
response to, I don't know what she said exactly, Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, probably your whole expository comments about that.
Yeah, it gets frustrating because you get all kinds of comments like, oh, mommy porn and other stuff. That's just sort of degrading. I mean, it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate
it. We have gone. I was going to be like, okay, we're going to stop at the top of the hour. We'll say our good nights. Oh, I should show off my gifts. Oh, you got a question about the books. Oh, you want to talk to Kamichi. Oh, I want to talk about so we've just kind of gone on and on. Yep. And I know there are still this is a southern goodbye. So we could be here another hour and a half. No, but we really do need to wrap. God bless you all in the new year. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. It was wonderful to see you. I wish I could have shared more. Honest to God, I wish I could have shared more, and I wish I had more for you. I'm going to mix things up. I am probably not taking next December off because as much as you guys enjoy this and as much as I enjoyed this, apparently 30 people decided to bail on me from December 1st to tonight.
Well, it upset you, so
what can I say? It kind of tanked me a little bit. Josh Butler asks, have I always been such a night owl? Yes-ish.
He's always been a night owl.
When I was just a roommate of Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, boyfriend, I was like, I got home from my retail job. I sat down, I cracked my knuckles. I made sure that the modem, I entered the silence commands on the modem, and I start surfing the web on a 9600 baud dial-up modem. Yes, it was a long time ago. And she came out of her bedroom and squints at me. She goes, it's 12:45 in the morning. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm playing on my computer.
Like, why? Yeah.
And it's just kind of been that way.
But yeah, you used to go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm like,
I've gotten a little better. I've got
you're trying.
I've gotten a little better. I'm going to be crashing on the couch because I have had a libation, and it does make me snore. It does
make you snore, which I can't sleep through.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in this Christmas. This is my lovely wife, Mrs. the Dungeon Delver. You are my lovely viewers.
I have been his lovely wife.
How long together? As knowing each other since 1991, married since
March of 1999.
March of 1999. I do have to do this. This is contractually obligated. The suits upstairs in broadcasting will cut me down if I don't do this, so I got to do this. Bob Schultz, thank you for your $5 and $50 supers. Thank you. Wheeling Dragon, a member for 3 months. Thank you so much. Bless your heart, Wheeling Dragon. And for the $10 super, Joe Kaufman in with $19.99. We're gonna party like it's $19.99, Joe. Elvin made in £5 sterling. Love you to pieces, Emmy. Thank you. Jorge Uribe, 3,000 Chilean pesos. Thank you. Like I said, that it all helps. I'm not naming off amounts, by the way. Let me tell you something. You super chat me $1, and we're simpatico.
Yeah,
We're tight.
absolutely.
I love you all for whatever you do. Roy Goodman, Room Weird Gaming, Roy Goodman again, Savo, RRTNZ. Thank you all very much. I'm gonna get out of here. Mrs. the Dungeon Delver is gonna get out of here. Thank you all for being here tonight. If you won tonight, please email me your contact information so that I can get you
I will remind him.
your gifts. They will be coming out over January, but I will get them to you.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to everybody.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Festivus, and I will talk to you all later. But remember, leave cookies and milk out for the owl bears.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere, in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around, some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle, way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take